All right, San Diego Children's Discovery Museum hosting Science and Engineering Night this Saturday. We're joined by Bridget Lee from the museum with some of these hands-on demos. What a great opportunity for the kids. Get them thinking, get them the spark in their brain before they head back to school.
Exactly.
And they've got to have that motor turning already, right?
Exactly.
All right, well, so what do we got here and what are you guys going to be doing tomorrow?
So Science Engineering Night, sponsored by Solar Garden Cortec, is tomorrow at the San Diego Children's Discovery Museum from 5 to 7:30. We'll have over 15 hands-on activity booths, some food trucks for parents and kiddos to buy snacks, and a live science presentation.
So you can bring the whole family out there.
Totally.
Okay. So you got to get some tickets?
Yes. So we do recommend, though, for kiddos ages 4 and up, as it's a little more hands-on than our normal everyday exhibits.
Okay.
Yeah, but tickets are $15 for general admission, $10 for museum members.
And how long can you spend out there learning all this stuff? As long as you want?
Hours and
hours and hours.
Yep.
There you go. These ones are familiar to me. These are snap circuits.
Yes.
What I really like about this is they learn some of the engineering behind building things and how things all work with switches and gadgets and everything else.
Exactly. Yeah, learning about electrical engineering and how circuits work, and if you break a certain circuit, your light's not going to turn on.
That's right.
But here
It's
we
got
have
to
it
all be done right.
Exactly.
That's awesome. And the lights go on here, the lights go on in their brain, they're learning about this stuff. This is our last chance to avoid that summer slide that we had. A lot of the kids are now starting to think about school, but we got to start getting the brain prepared.
Exactly, and through events like this, they get to do it through play and fun and getting to experiment hands-on before they go back into class, where they're going to be sitting at desks.
Okay, what else are you guys going to have going on out there?
So we have here our nanomaterial experiment. So basically, nanomaterial is what gives off that iridescent look on maybe butterfly wings or peacock feathers.
Yeah, we see that on peacocks all the time.
Exactly.
And we've always wondered, how do they get all those different colors?
Yeah, it's a nano-sized, semi-transparent layer that's on these materials. So if you want to do this experiment with me, you'll hold this little bookmark halfway under the water.
Halfway under the water.
And I'm going to use clear nail polish as our nanomaterial, and I'm just going to dunk a few drips onto there.
Let's see that. Let's see. And what is this material you're dropping in there again?
This is just clear nail polish, but it's going to act as, if you want to like lift that up.
Okay.
There you go. And then you can let that, you can set that to the side, and this will be what it looks like when it fully dries.
Oh, sure.
So when you see the colored areas like the purple and the green, that's thicker with nanomaterial, where when it's a little more clear on here, it's thinner, so it's not going to show that iridescent sheen that we see.
Okay, that's very cool. So we're learning a little bit about how maybe even nature gets some of the feathers.
Exactly. So through biomimicry, we learn from nature and apply it to every day, like our solar panels, they use nanotechnology.
I love that. You must see a lot of kids there at the museum who the lights turn on and they see they're making those connections, right?
Totally.
That's what's so cool about STEAM, science, technology, engineering, math. Is you're learning, it's educational, but the light bulb goes on for these kids. And that can, in some ways, kind of get them to just explore careers in these types of fields, right?
Yep, yeah. So all through purposeful play, we let them explore and experiment hands-on with all of our exhibits, and you never know, maybe they'll be doing electrical engineering with snap circuits, and one day they'll want to be an electrical engineer.
We have some awesome engineering companies in town, so this could be getting them ready for their next step here in San Diego. What else are you guys going to be exploring there?
So back with electrical engineering. So when you think of turning on a light bulb in your house, it has to go through a circuit. So there's the light bulb, the wires, and then the electrical source. So we can create our own human circuit with this light rod. So if I hold here and you hold the end,
let me hold that.
It's not going to turn on. But if we create our own human circuit by holding hands, we get it to go. But then when we break the circuit,
it doesn't work. So that circle is so important.
It's going through us.
You gotta finish that circuit if you want the lights to go off.
Exactly.
That's really cool. I think it's going to be really cool to have these visual examples for the kids to kind of trigger that. Is that the reason you guys hold this event? Is just to get the kids kind of thinking? Why now, right before school year?
Yeah. So with our STREAM events, it's a great way for families to get involved in their kiddos' learning and uncover new passions. Like you said, maybe finding an idea to become an electrical engineer or work with DNA. So it's a great way for kiddos to get involved, and we take big ideas like engineering, but break it down into bite-sized pieces so they can understand it better.
What else has been going on at the museum?
We have a new exhibit called Storytime Inventing, sponsored by KidSpark Education. So kiddos get to engineer with their Rockenbach pieces while reading a story and creating any challenge that they might find. So if you need to build maybe a higher tower for Rapunzel or a smaller tower for Rapunzel, or maybe a catapult to help the Three Little Pigs get away from the wolf.
Okay, some of those classic stories, roll those into the STEM too.
Yes.
You guys always thinking, making our kids thinking.
Exactly.
I love that. Where's the website? Where can people learn more information? You said they got to get tickets. People are probably watching this and want to hop on this right now.
Yeah, of
so,
course.
Bridget, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so tickets are on sale right now at sdcdm.org/Science Night. They're $10 for museum members and $15 for general admission.
All right, Mom and Dad, time to get those brains woken up, right?
Yeah.
We got school around the corner. School starting for some kids here next week. Some kids are already in school.
Right.
So let's do that. Let's head out to the Science and Engineering Night as being going on tomorrow, San Diego Children's Discovery Museum. Bridget, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this quick break.